Boris Johnson has consistently said that Britain would not be using COVID passports for domestic reasons.
There is absolutely no question of people being asked to produce certification or COVID status report when they go to the shops or to the pub garden. Or to the hairdressers or whatever.
He said it repeatedly, his ministers have said it repeatedly.
Vaccines are not mandated in this country, as Boris Johnson's quite rightly reminded Parliament. That's not how we do things in the UK. We do them by consent, and it would be discriminatory.
Then all of a sudden he's completely changed his mind.
We're planning to make full vaccination the condition of entry to nightclubs and other venues where large crowds gather.
He's also not ruled out the idea that you may need to show proof of vaccination to get into pubs, other crowded spaces. So the total opposite of what we've been led to believe all the way up until right now. It's quite serious for the government because not only has he U-turned on this, but he's made a point of saying all the way through the last few months that when he lifted COVID restrictions, that had to be irreversible. That's why we had the 4-week delay to Freedom Day, and yet we've only just had Freedom Day, and already we're learning that not only measures might have to be reversed, but new measures that we've not even had before might be brought in a few months' time. So that's again, that is the total opposite of what he's been trying to say.
There are complicated ethical and practical issues, as I think I said last time, raised by the idea of COVID status certification.
I think it's a problem for Boris Johnson in terms of overall trust. I think that clearly during the pandemic, trust has been vital. The government has needed the public to trust what they're saying, to trust that they are being fair, that they're being consistent. I think inconsistency in the message that people have been getting has been a problem all the way through. A lot of the time people don't quite know what they are or aren't supposed to be doing, what's legal, what's not legal. But I think that he has two problems if he keeps on making these about turn. The public will start to worry that perhaps they can't trust him the way that they thought they could. And I think the danger is that if, as with any politician, if you overpromise and underdeliver, then that's always a problem for public trust, and that will be a problem for the way that the public perceives Boris Johnson if they think that he says things that to please the public and tells them what they want to hear but can't follow through on those things. On a broader point, we're hearing this week that the Prime Minister is very close to signing off on increasing national insurance to pay for social care. We also know that there are discussions about breaking the pensions triple lock, and the public don't like parties breaking manifesto promises. When it comes to the next election, you can absolutely bet your bottom dollar that Labour will play very heavily on the idea that the Tory manifesto isn't worth the paper it's written on, because the Tories will just break whatever promises they choose to, if indeed Boris Johnson goes ahead with some of these manifesto U-turns.